I got me a truck, a trailer, and a chainsaw.
Stay back, I got a chainsaw.
And $0. Can we go from 0 to 100 million? Let's find out. Well, hello and welcome back in everybody to episode 46 on our journey from 0 to $100 million. Just finishing up this grass field mowing. Now we got to pick up that grass and actually send this mower over to another field to get it going on another mowing field. Pretty excited about that. Also, this episode I really want to focus on some new harvests that I've never done on this series, and I haven't done much of on this game in general. I mean, I've done a little bit here and there. We're going to harvest some sugarcane, also some sunflower. Now, what are we going to do with that stuff? I mean, y'all might be able to think and figure that out. It's pretty simple. It's going to end up being sugar and possibly oil. I don't know what else the sunflowers could be used for. Well, here's my fields right here. Off to the right is the sugarcane field. Off to the left, or straight ahead in front of this harvester, is the sunflower field, and that's what we're going to start up harvesting here because I've already got the header. Now I got to figure out the sugarcane equipment and get that stuff purchased here in a little bit. Looking into the sugarcane technology, I don't have much to choose from. This is not looking good at all. Now, I'm not sure if I have anything out there like this Colossus Root Harvester. Does it do sugar cane? No, it does not do sugar cane. Oh my gosh, that's not good. This one right here should do sugar cane. Right there, there's sugar cane. I like it. I really like this setup here. I am using it on my other series. Speaking of my other series, make sure y'all check that out if you haven't already, and I'll probably remind you at the end of this episode too. This is a setup I'm going to go with right here. This is actually off of Mark Thor's Discord page, so y'all might have a hard time finding it. I don't think it's on the mod hub. It's going to cost $291,500. We'll buy that. It has 1 million liter capacity, and of course the header that I can get is awesome because it's a 16.7 meter header, and this one actually spreads out, and that's one thing I always talked about. I don't want to use something if it's got an overhang on the header unless the header actually unfolds or spreads out. And this one does. As you can tell, right there, really big. Let's go ahead and change this color to something. You know what? That looks good right there, I guess. $60,000. We will buy that. Looks like the sugarcane harvest is off and going now. This is a huge width, huge capacity, 1 million liters. I'm kind of worried that 1 million liters might actually not be enough. We'll see. It'll give me a notification saying it's full, but I got some other work to do. Let's go ahead and jump over to a tractor and finally start picking up some grass. I feel like it's been forever since I've picked up some grass. There's one issue I'm kind of running into. I don't think I have enough tractors to do what I want to do. Now, I guess I don't need this large tractor to just pull around a slurry tank, so I can use a different one for that. And you know what? That will solve my problem. Still going grabbing slurry, dumping it off in the silo. That's kind of what I'm doing there. This one will need to go pick up our pickup wagon, which is over by the sheep. We'll go ahead and hit sheep, drive over there. You'll find it whenever you get there. We'll go ahead and jump into this vulture here, utilize it to move around this slurry. I'm not sure exactly how much more I got over there, but I'm sure I got some over there. Even though I don't have the grass picked up quite yet, I'm gonna go ahead and start up the liming and the fertilizing over here. And I think the grass should be fine. As long as I don't roll, it should be fine. I'll be picking it up here pretty soon though. Getting pretty low on the solid fertilizer here. Might have to run this into town, and speaking of running it into town, I should probably just go pick up that solid fertilizer and bring it back over here instead of making this trip into town. Looks like the sugarcane harvest is all done. I missed a little spot right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. And this little spot right here gives out quite a bit of liters, especially with how many liters something like this makes, so I really want to go ahead and get it. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to do it again. Honestly, it might have been a waste buying this. I'm going to go ahead and get it unloaded into this grain trailer here, headed into town, and utilize it for something. Not sure what yet. We don't even have a production for it quite yet. Sunflower harvest is also all done. Don't got much there, only 38,109 liters. Now we'll go ahead and take that into town to the oil factory. I think that's the only thing I can really use sunflowers for. I don't know. Let me know what y'all use the sunflowers for. It was just kind of a random crop. Want to do something different. And of course, make some sunflower oil. I don't think I have an actual mod for sugarcane, so we're going to go to the base game one sugar mill. Hopefully all I need is that sugarcane to make sugar. I didn't notice anything in my mod folder right now. I guess I could find one. Let me know what y'all recommend for sugarcane production. As far as harvesting sugarcane, what should I do with it next? Y'all got any mod recommendations? Please let me know down in the comments. I'll see about adding that in a future episode. But for right now, we're going with this Glenwood sugar mill. Base game one. Wow, never thought I'd use base game stuff. Just kidding. Gonna go ahead and pull into the sugar mill here, and I got a feeling this is not gonna hold all of this sugarcane. I really doubt it will. Let's go ahead and empty out what we can here, and why is it not giving me an option to empty out? What did I do wrong? Okay, there it goes. Woo, man, I was worried. Let's see how much it takes. I might even just upgrade this factory multiple times until it takes it all. Well, that surprisingly took a lot more than I thought it would. We'll take a quick peek in there and probably upgrade it so it can hold it all and I can get this tractor and trailer free to do other things. Looks like it holds 360,000 liters of sugarcane. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. Let's see how much it holds again. 88,000 increase. We'll go down to level 2, sugar mill. It holds 720,000. Now that is actually enough for what we have, so that's perfect. Let's go ahead and empty it all in there. This is on storing. We'll set it on distributing, and of course it's going to go back to our big silo. Kind of safe for now. Best sell time, possibly a later product, is what it's looking like though. Fertilizing all done over here on grass field number 1, and I guess there's a grass field number 2, but that's actually called field 2. Or field 10, my bad, not field 2. So field 1 and field 10 are both our grass fields now. We're going to head to this over there, get it fertilized, and somehow I still had quite a bit of fertilizer left over. Probably go ahead and head in town after it's done, top this off, and definitely look at getting that fertilizer over here somehow. I keep talking about it, but I don't do it. Just finished topping off the sheep here with some grass from that first harvest, and I'm not actually done here. I did mention earlier in one of the episodes, cotton or wool, and I kind of decided to just go with both of them. So let's go ahead and get another sheep bin in here, and of course do what I'm doing here, put in that distributor, top it off, all that good stuff, and increase our wool production times 2. At least I think that would be the proper multiplication. There we go. I believe I got the right one put in. Went ahead and put in the wool distributor. Let's go ahead and top this off with some grass. We don't have enough here. If I did put the right one in, it's going to take all this grass and not be enough to top it off. And looks like I do have the right one. I'm going to go ahead and get some sheep in here before I go pick up the grass on the next field. Now this next grass field is not a full harvest, so I'm really interested to see how much it gives me, but also I got to keep in mind that it's not the full harvest. Now what did I do over here with these ones? Those just plain straight white ones, don't know what they're called. Let's go a little different here. What is this? What did I get last time? I got the bin theme or something like that. We'll just go on down here to the Stinchkoff. I have no idea. We're going to go sheep female. Yeah, that looks good to me. And of course, we're just going to go ahead and buy 250 of them, top this bin off. It's going to cost $48,611. Now, there you go. Y'all are fed. Y'all are full. Let's go ahead and get this distributor working also. Now, I really hope that that new sheep bin back there does help out quite a bit with making fabric, which is going to make us clothes, because that's really what I'm trying to make a lot of money off of right now is clothes. And that's why I'm kind of going towards the whole wool and cotton route, and I may even plant all my fields with cotton this upcoming planting season. I don't know yet. I just wasted all that time coming over here, even setting up a little bit of auto drive route and realizing I don't have any solid fertilizer in there. I believe it's actually all back at my big silo. Let's head over there and grab the solid fertilizer. Took me a while, but finally getting the sunflowers over here. Let's dump that off, get that fired up, and making some sunflower oil. And I'll just go ahead and distribute that sunflower oil over to be held somewhere, possibly, unless there's quite a bit of capacity in here, then I don't need to move it. And no, there is not quite a bit of capacity in here at all. This is not looking good. No big deal though, I'd rather have it all in one area anyways, so we will send it all over here to our big silo. I believe that's an item inside here. Yes, it is right here, sunflower oil, and it is starting to come over here eventually. For the moment of truth, I believe it's all over here, and yes, it is. Let's go ahead and top off our fertilizer here, put it away, because I believe I'm done with it for a little while now. I'm a little disappointed. Really not much picked up here. Only 434,000 liters. Kind of hard to see with that white line on the ground with the white text in the bottom. So I'll read it off for y'all. Now, I really just like to read off the numbers there because I understand a lot of y'all are watching from like a phone and can't see those numbers. So it's easier just for me to read them off versus me having to zoom in on it. I don't know. That's just the way I do it, and that's why I do it. Just finished filling up this new sheep pen here, and we ended up with 200 and... Nope, that's not 200. That's 23,318 liters left. That's not good or much at all. Yeah, especially since I also use this grass to feed our cows. Well, kinda. I make stuff out of it. Ooh, that's not looking good. Hopefully my cows got plenty of food. Let's take a quick look at that. Cows are currently up there with food to 1.9 million liters. Their yearly food requirements, 1.3 million. I think we'll be fine for a little while. I wonder how many cows I actually got in there now. They keep reproducing. It's all broken up and everything. I think I started with 50. Let's see what we got now. And of course, the easy way to figure that out is run over here and look in the bottom right. It says 152 animals. That is pretty nice. I like that a lot. And we got 200,000 liters of milk, which is pretty cool too. Eventually that milk's going to turn into something else like cheese, possibly, I don't know, butter. or we're just going to sell it off and make a pretty good profit from it. That is actually going to wrap up this episode. I really want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. I really do appreciate it. And if y'all are enjoying this series and enjoy that sugarcane harvest I did a little bit there, want to see me struggle with some realistic, yes, I say realistic, sugarcane harvesting technology, why don't you check out this video right here on my other channel.